Card Ladder.
All right, but moving on to Joe Burrow. Joey Cigars. According to ProFootballNetwork.com, the Cincinnati Bengals were the worst team in the league before Joe Burrow showed up, and now after only 2 seasons with 2020's number 1 draft pick under center, they've got a playoff win under their belt, and they're headed to a second-round showdown this Saturday afternoon with the Tennessee Titans. Josh, the Bengals are 3.5-point road underdogs versus the number 1 seeded Tennessee Titans. Do you think the Bengals can pull off the upset this Saturday?
Of course I do. I mean, their offense is just really clicking right now. It's a quarterback-driven league. Burrow is a far superior quarterback to Ryan Tannehill. The Titans have a better, more well-rounded team. Their defense is better, but I mean, you can't ever count out Joey B.
That's right. That gave me little goosebumps thinking about Joey B doing the impossible and making it to the AFC Championship.
Look, it's never good to bet against Joe Burrow. When a man fractures and completely demolishes his knee and he just sits there stoic-faced, that's not a man that buckles under pressure. And he is probably so excited to beat the Tennessee Titans and prove to everyone he's better than they are.
All right, well, earlier this week, Colin Cowherd on The Herd made the case for Joe Burrow as regular season MVP. Joe Burrow led the league in completion percentage, 70.4. He finished 6th in passing yards and third in yards per game. He finished 2nd in passer rating. He finished only in 10th in quarterback rating, but that's largely because he was sacked a league-leading 51 times. He has no offensive line protection whatsoever. Quarterback rating, unlike passer rating, takes into account a quarterback's rushing statistics. But perhaps Burrow's worst stats, and what probably ends up holding him back more than anything, is that he threw 14 interceptions, which is tied for 6th most in the league. Kristina, Joe Burrow trails Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in MVP odds. Do you think Joe Burrow has a compelling case for the regular season MVP?
Look, I know I just said don't bet against Joey B, but
bet against him on MVP.
But when you have Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in front of you, it's pretty hard to make a case for the second year.
And what do you say, Josh? Has Colin Cowherd left the farm?
I mean, that makes for pretty decent clickbait, but I mean, all those stats, he's probably behind Brady and Rodgers in all of those stats. So the case he's making is actually just helping Brady and Rodgers more. I think it's going to be Rodgers. Rodgers doesn't have the passing yards like Brady does, but I mean, the numbers are just staggering. The QBR, the passer rating, the yards per attempt, the lack of interceptions as always, the winning. I mean, either of those two guys is a good pick. I mean, it's not like Joey Burrow isn't deserving of it. It's just that there's guys ahead of him. It's just the reality. Only one person can win.
Exactly.
Indeed.
And it's going to be Rodgers.
Okay, all right. Whether or not Joe brings home the MVP award this season, the 25-year-old Burrow's trophy case is already off to a good start. He's got a Heisman Trophy and a college football national championship to his name. Now let's talk about the Joe Burrow card market as we conclude. Joe's 2020 Prism-based PSA 10, which is his rookie card, which has a population of about 2,400, has increased 127% in value over the last month. In fact, for the first time ever, I can see using Card Ladder's compare tool that Burrow's Prism-based PSA 10 value has surpassed Justin Herbert's. Burrow is currently selling in the $415 range, while Herbert is selling in the $385 range. So, Josh, let me ask you a question here. The LaMelo Ball 2020 Prism-based PSA 10 is also right there in the $400 range, but its population is only 492. So the Burrow and the Herbert Prism PSA 10s have the same population at 2,400. So if you had $400 to spend on one of those 3 cards, what would you rather take? The Burrow, the Herbert, or the LaMelo?
Well, I know you're throwing math at me with these population reports trying to get me to say LaMelo, but I wouldn't collect any of these 3 cards. So therefore, if I'm going to spend $400 and you're making me, let's just ride that gambling wave and ride this Burrow train all the way to Profit Town.
And Kristina, the same question to you. And I know you're going to try and fight the hypo, so let's put it. I actually I worked the question for Josh because I know Josh likes to know market cap and he likes to know pops, and I reworked it for you because I already know what you're up to. So let's say you have $400 to blow at a card show, and you have to buy one of these 3 cards. So picture yourself at the show, table in front of you. You have to buy one of the 3: Burrow, Herbert, or LaMelo. Which one are you taking?
And think about leadership. Think about it.
Yeah, think about leadership. Lead.
Well, I'm gonna fight this hypo.
Oh Lord.
I would be looking to see what wax I could buy for $400 at a card show.
No, don't let her do that.
There isn't a D. It's A, B, or C.
I'm honestly, if I'm going to a card show this weekend, like say I'm going Saturday morning, and those are my 3 options, I'm going with Burrow.
Ooh, see, Joey Burrow, man, he's irresistible. All right, Burrow's total market index in Card Ladder has increased 34% over the last month. Several of his cards have been setting all-time highs lately, such as the 2020 Contenders rookie ticket autograph team logo PSA 10, which last sold for $5,500. Now, I can see using Card Ladder's sales history tool that Burrow's National Treasures RPA at a 99 BGS 9 Auto 10 sold for $79,200 with Golden 2 weeks ago, which gives him the honor of having the 9th highest selling NT RPA 99 of all time. Only Steph Curry, Giannis, Luka, Mahomes, Zion, James Harden, LaMelo Ball, and Justin Herbert have ever had NT RPAs out of 99 sell for more. And I was able to see that list by searching the keywords treasures and 99 on the sales history feature and then sorting by price. So Josh, final question of today's show. In that same auction that saw Joe Burrow's NT RPA 99 BGS 9 reach $79,200, Mahomes' NT RPA 99 BGS 9 sold for $168,000, and they both had nice patches. What would Joe Burrow need to do in order for the hobby to value him as an equal to Patrick Mahomes?
I think what the hobby values for young guys is keeping that momentum going, keeping the consistency. I think the hobby does not reward you if you struggle early in your career for a really long time, and then all of a sudden you come out of nowhere and start like winning games. Like Giannis showed consistent growth each year in and out. And then like Luka's always gotten better. Mahomes consistently, Super Bowls, playoffs, like ascending up. So I think it's just going to take him to continually get further along in the playoffs and eventually win a Super Bowl and sustain this sort of, success he's having for multiple seasons.
And
I'm calling it now.
Yes.
He wins the Super Bowl this year. I said if.
Oh, okay.
If he wins the Super Bowl this year, his price would be what the Mahomes price would be. He only needs to win 1 Super Bowl for that price to be his NT RPA.
Man, I think we put too much gas in the Burrow hype car, and now we're speeding on the highway.
Wait, is that not
out
good,
of control?
Wait, is that not good hobby leadership? Are we not supposed to do that? I mean,
well, we don't own any Burrow cards, so we're good.
We own no Burrow cards here. Oh, I wish I did, though. What a fun guy to root for.
You're watching SCC, Sports, Cards, Culture. Keep up with the crew and follow them on all the socials. Plus, join Josh and Chris and sometimes special guest Kristina every Friday night on Instagram Live. The Crossover.